Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Rob Raven here. Sorry I haven't made a video in a while. I've been working on a new book with more classes and clans. Today we're going to do 17 rolls, one for each week of our travel to see what happens to us what potentially happens to us while we are traveling. And so let's go ahead and get right into it. That is a 15. Got our list right here. Let's see, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 14, and 15. Okay, oh, that's interesting. That makes sense. So there's a monster migration. We'll say, let's see, that is a, oh, that's a 6, okay, so, that, oh, wait, no, that's 90, right? Yeah, okay. Yes, I always get 90 and 60 mixed up. Alright, so that's 98, and so we will say we get to choose where the monster migration goes. We'll say the monsters around like the capital area and around the area of the village, and we already know that the monsters from the mountain have migrated down into the forest. So we'll say that like now the monsters around the village area where we're at are kind of starting to like migrate towards the village area, while the other monsters have at this point already migrated and are, let's see, 78, yes, and are now held up in the ruins of what was the capital. So that's a pretty crazy week as we're flying and we see some monsters and stuff moving about, and we just leave it alone. 22. Let's see. And that is a famine, but that doesn't affect anything because everything in this area is already dead. We don't know about the other sides of the mountain, but what was that? That's 6, and I'm trying not to move this because I can't. It's okay, so 16. Let's see what 16 is. 15 and all right. As we are flying around and we come down for the night for camp, we end up finding an ancient weapon. Well, we're technically in ancient times right now, so we find a weapon. Let's see, a 2. So it will be just like a basic, like flaming sword. And as we notice this flaming sword, 49, so there's nothing around it, no one, there's no bodies, there's no traps, anything like that. So we decide to go ahead and pick it up, and then we give it to Oh, where'd my notes go? Let's see. I think Darian is the... Or no, Susix is, I think, the one that, Susix and Sally. One's, Earth. Then, that's right, the other one's water, not fire. And then... Alright, so we will give the fire sword to one of the twins so that they can protect themselves easier. And also, every night that we stop and that we travel throughout all of these weeks, we're chatting, we're, setting up camp, making dinner, I'm studying the book, we're teaching the kids how to fight and how to use their magic and their abilities and all that good stuff. Let's see, 27 is... Ooh, see, that's cool. A plague mutation. Alright, so with all the famines that have been going around, and this appearance of one demon, and now the appearance of a second demon, the land around the village where we're not near now, but the whole land is starting to mutate and become plague infested within the ground and the plants and animals themselves. So within the next year or so, that whole side of the mountain will be a plague infested area because of all the bodies. That makes sense. Let's see, is that a 59? Yeah. Alright, 59. Let's see, 51, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and... Okay. As we... 59's black market room, but we can make it a, black market, trader. So, as we come to land for the night, let's see if it's a single person or a group. 75. Okay, so as we come to land for the night, we notice that the only good spot to land also already has what looks like a camp set up, and so we land somewhere where I'm not noticed, and then I transform into a human form, and then we all walk up, and let's see, a 7. Okay, so as we all walk up, they all do immediately get paranoid, and we're just hey, we have no clue what you're doing, but I'm just trying to make camp for me and my friends for the night, and then we'll be on our way. We won't bother you at all as long as you don't bother us. Let's see, 61. The leader's sounds good. you stay on that side of the camp, we'll stay on this side of the camp, and we'll also be leaving in the morning. And so we rest up and everything goes well. Let's see if they try and like steal it from us or anything from the night. 56, no. So they do not try to steal from us or anything throughout the night, because they're smart. We'll say they're smarter than that, because they're like black market traders, so they're not trying to like draw attention to themselves while traveling on the road. Oh, what's that? I can't see. 41. Alright, let's see. 42, 41 is... Ooh, that's awesome. An arcane surge. Let's see if that... Oh. Let's see if that's from us finally cracking the code on the book or not. 28? No. Okay, let's see if it's a positive or negative arcane surge. 27, it's negative. Let's see if it's on our continent or if it's on another continent, but it's so big we can see it beam into the air. Oh, what's that? 95. Okay, so it is on our continent. Is it close or not close? 54. It is about a week's travel away. So as we are actually, let's see if it's at night or in the morning. So it's at night. So in the middle of the night, let's also see if the black the black market traders are still there or not. 72, yes. So it's not them. They're 72. They're still in the camp. So it wasn't them. So we're all like just chilling on their side. We're chilling on our side, and out of nowhere, a giant beam of bright red magic blasts into the sky, tearing. Let's see. 91. Okay, so nothing super negative happens. It just blasts into the sky, and it like rips the night clouds apart, and the moon is now like bright and shining, and then it slowly begins to stream smaller and smaller as the beam flickers out and dissipates. And then let's see, 37. So as it dissipates, the whole surrounding area, we'll say like a 1 mile radius, all the way around, is completely engulfed in an explosion, annihilating everything, incinerating all the trees and the animals, the plants, and even turning the ground itself into an ash-like sand. And no, let's see, and then week 7 is when we get to the site. So let's see if anything. 51, nothing negative happens to us as we get to the site. but because we're not like landing there, we're just flying over it. As we fly over this massive 1 mile radius crater that is now in the earth, we can see that like all the trees are completely gone. There's no plants, there's no animals. It just looks like a complete like miniature little barren wasteland surrounded by like trees and mountain. And then now we are on week 8. That is a 60 even. Alright. 50, 60, alright. Ooh, a resource monopoly. That's kind of cool. Alright. So let's see if it's the monsters in the capital or the demon. Okay, it's the demon. The demon has capitalized on the village and the resources within the area and is now starting to build an army. Oh shit. All right. Oh, that's week 8. Some shit's going down in the world. 27. Let's see. 26, 27. Oh, nice. Plague mutation again. Okay, so that will confirm it. The area is now under the demon's control, and we will say it's a plague demon that has mutated the land, plants, and animals into mutated plague creatures and plague infected things. Oh man. That is a 10. Alright. Oh, nice. Okay. I was wondering if or when we would ever roll this. So 10 is divine intervention. Let's see if it actually works or not. Oh, what did I roll? I can't see when it goes in the corner like that. 92. And alright, so as all of this is happening as we land for the night, let's see if okay, so it is not the beast god that we know. As we're all like getting ready to like lay down and sleep for the night, all the heroes throughout the world get a vision, and in the vision we are all it's flashes of different from our perspective, it's like flashes of different creatures fighting each other to the death over and over, proclaiming upon the death of each other that they are the one true hero, and they will be the one to slay the great evil in the world. And then as all these flashes of like deaths happen before us, the vision like reverts on itself, and then it shows another path where the other people win the fights, so that it's like two branching timelines of who lives and dies. And then after that, it's the face of just like a misty floating head that has spiky hair and big ears with super long earlobes, and he's got 4 eyes, and his tongue forks and splits into 2 like a serpent, and as a like wisps in cloudy form, he says to everyone, "The god of beasts has created a new pantheon, and I am the first to help. These visions are all I have foretold, for though I am a prophet, fate is not in my hands. It is in yours." And then the cloud wisps away as a third branching timeline where Magi is awakened early happens, as the flashes all collide and mix and break apart before it flashes black, and then the vision is over. And with that, we'll have a divine intervention. And so now we know that there is a new pantheon. And we've read in the archives about everything that happens, so we know about the god of beasts going and looking out in the universe for other gods, and it looks like he wasn't able to find any, but he was able to bestow his power and arise people into divinity and create a new pantheon to come back and try and help. It only took him like 1,003 years. That's not bad, actually. Only took him 1,003 years. He still got 9,000 years to train his demigods. That's what's up. Alright, so let's see what happens. That is an 18. Alright, a prison break. Okay, so let's see, 58. So yeah, that doesn't affect anywhere near us. It's something to do with another continent, which we will do rolls. We have 17 rolls for the other continents as well, to like see what happens throughout all the rest of everything. That is a Is that a 90? No, it's a 6. Okay. I always get the 60 and the 90 mixed up every time. 65. Where are you at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 65. Alright. Secret political force. Oh, that makes sense. The heroes are starting to, because of the visions, conspire against each other and starting to build their own armies. The hero wars have finally officially started. 43. That is a royal illness. Ooh, you know what? Just to make it interesting, because we're supposed to be heading to the land of the elves. Let's see if it's the king or not. 65. Nope, he's okay. All right. And we can actually see if it's the princess that's in our party. 33, it's her. Alright, let's see if it's like a magic. Oh, come on. That is an 8. Yeah, it's a magic illness she was born with. That the symptoms are, we'll say, just now, after all this time, we're starting to notice that something's wrong with her. And so this is the time, after all of our travels, where she finally tells us that she was born cursed with what is called the royal illness that slowly drains her magic and her life force throughout the years, and she feels that she does not have much longer. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got 5 more weeks. We'll roll every week to see if she lives or dies before we make it to the capital. So if we make it to the capital, we might be able to get underneath the old guild to get supplies. Because there's 12 layers underneath the guild. And the guild itself isn't in ruin because it's protected by magic. It's all the rest of the area, which is what makes the capital look even creepier, because it's surrounded in walls that look pristine, and then as you come in or over the walls, everything's completely annihilated except the pristine guild hall building. So a 78. I don't think we've got that yet either. Ooh, yeah, that makes sense. A rift explosion. Let's see if it happened where that beam of magic was, or where the demon's at. 46, of course. The demon rips open a rift into the earth, summoning. Yep. And the rift is successful, summoning more demons and minions from the underworld. We'll say he summons one demon, which is his wife, and then he summons all of his minions. And we'll take note of, we'll put right here, demon army in village 5,000. Demon army in village 5,000 strong. Alright, he's got 5,000 underworld creatures. Some are living dead, some are just like terrifying monsters, some are like amalgamated creatures, all the works. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, okay, so that's, we need to, and a 5, and throughout this week, Runeixis gets sicker and sicker, and since we don't know like elven magic or anything like that, we can't help her even with how powerful we are. So she ends up dying in our arms with the rest of the elves around us, Suzik, Sally, Darvian, and Lurinix. As everyone begins crying, we, in the morning, we dig a grave and we bury her, and then I think it's, yeah, Salix is the one that I think I gave the staff to. We'll have her summon like 3 earth golems to like stay here, and that night she summons 3 golems when Runeixis dies, because she gets upset and like goes and takes it out in the woods by summoning golems and like having them smash things and stuff. And then the next day, as we're burying Runeixis, I have her summon 3 more golems so that we can have the 6 golems plus the rest of the other golems that have been like following behind us on land, which I've noted down somewhere. I think it's like 14 or something like that. Either way, all of the golems are going to stay here, and they're commanded to build a safe zone around the grave site and keep the grave forever protected, is their command. And so we'll say as she's dying in our arms, we will promise her that we will try our best to get the kids back to the Elven Kingdom. And she says, thank you. However, also remember, if it's too dangerous, then it is my wish that you keep my brothers and sisters under your protection if the elves were to fall. And we will agree to that on her death. And then so now we're on 14, 24. Okay. 21, 22, 23. Okay, so that one doesn't well, actually we can say it says it's a worker strike, but yeah, 55. So I was gonna say maybe it's the kids like getting upset and trying to like rebel and run away or something because of their older sister dying, but no, it's a 55. We're good. Oh, I need to mark this off before I roll. All right, 3 more rolls. 71. All right. 71 is let's see, it's a divine vision. Let's see if it is from another member of the Pantheon or if it is from Magi. Okay, 85 is from another member of the Pantheon. Let's see if it is the Beast or a different one. What's that? 99. Okay, so it is the god that is originally from this world. And all of the heroes get a vision of the beast god, and in this vision he comes to us walking forth through the trees and the brush as he lays his hands out and his fingers sweep across the grasslands, and he shifts from different animals, like from his human form to a wolf, to a deer, to a frog, to a bird, to a bear, and then back into a human as he's walking forward. And then there's like a flash of light, and then it feels like a touch on the forehead, and this is for every hero. And then all the words that we hear is, if you're going to kill each other, you might as well use all bestowed gifts, as he awakens the gift that he granted to all of our ancestors to talk with and communicate with beasts. And then he said, after the flash and that voice, the light dissipates, and as the light dissipates, he like transforms into a bat, and then into a rat, and then into a snake, and then into an eagle, and then back into a man as he's going away. And then he turns around, and as he waves his hand, he says, "Now let your games begin, and hopefully the world will win." And as he says that, he then vanishes, and the vision is over. And we're also going to 93. Okay. The kids also seen the vision. They have been awakened and chosen as heroes because of their courage and them going on this adventure. And so the kids are now awakened as heroes, and they seen that village or that vision as well. Not the previous one, but this one. And they have now also awakened their abilities, which they're elves. They could already do that, not, we'll say magically, but that's how they're raised, is in the woods and stuff like that, so they're already used to that. But now they have like an actual magical ability to like compel beasts to follow them, as so long as their will can overpower the will of the beast, just like us. And so I'm pretty sure alright, we've got one more as we're, and now at this time we are only a week's travel from the kingdom, so from the capital. So at this point we can like kind of see the kingdom, like we can see the kingdom in the distance because we're flying from overview, but we can't like see what's happened at the kingdom. And we'll see what happens. 65, this is what happens as we arrive to the kingdom and we notice that it's in ruins. A secret political force again. Well, let's see if this is the monsters. 9, nope, it's the demon again. So it's just the demon expanding on that side of the mountain. Oh, fuck, dude. And we have made it back to the capital as we come, and we're flying ahead, and we notice that the whole entire capital is in complete ruins. There's massive it looks like chunks missing out of the sides of the walls, even though the front wall and the back wall look pristine. The like inner side wall, or from the outer side, the inner side walls are like damaged from the battle and the explosion. And then as we notice that the whole entire capital is completely in ruins, except for the guild. We also see the 2 statues, one on either side of the guild, of the headless dragons, and then the 3rd statue laying on the ground of the dragons intertwined with our sister's neck inside the mouth of the other dragon. And as we land down in front of these statues, in front of the guild, and we just like see the chaos that took place, we don't know how long ago now, because there's like dust blowing, and there's no monsters. So they must have like migrated. We don't know this, but out of game, they must. They migrated here. Noticed there was nothing for no humans for them to eat. They kept moving. And so now the capital is completely free and open, and with that we will end today's session. Next time we will do the 17 rolls to see what happens throughout the whole world, and to us as myself and the elves, Suzik, Sally, Darvian, and Larvinix are all we will roll to see if let's do that right now actually. Okay, so 47. Alright, so that is, once we get to it, the Elven Kingdom will be in turmoil, and so we will end up protecting them like we promised, and we will spend because we'll find that out in the first week, so we'll just go ahead and do that real quick. So for us, the first week, we go into the guild, we gather all the information, and we activate the orb from reading in the archives and figuring out how to do it. And we contact the Elven Guild, and the leader is their father, and we relay all the information about what happened. He is relieved that they are safe. However, the Elven Kingdom is currently under attack because their 3 heroes are fighting against the 3 dwarven heroes, as the hero wars has begun. And he asks if he teleports some of his finest soldiers to us as a will of trust, if we can save those soldiers and the kids in our kingdom and rebuild, so that if anything happens to the Elven Kingdom before the guild's destroyed there, they can try and use the orb to teleport as many people as they can to us. And we will agree to that. And then we'll do a roll real quick to see what happens to the rest of the world before we end for today's session. So 7 is slavery legalized. Okay, so yeah. So that makes total sense with what happened to the elves. The dwarves have legalized the dwarven heroes have legalized slavery of the other clans, and they are now using the hero wars as a excuse to gather slaves so that they can use them to make the dwarven guild and kingdom as mighty as possible. So thank you all. Like, subscribe. Join us next time as we continue and we figure out what happens to the rest of the world as we are spending all this time to build back up the capital as much as we can, and then be like learning from the archives. I'll probably be having like the elves and the golems be doing most of the manual labor so that my character can study and practice all of his abilities and his magic, and he can read the archives and the books in the library to learn absolutely as much as he can for what's to prepare, because he has now become a king and the guild leader of the Black Boars, which he was not expecting. So with that, Robert Raven out, and I hope you all have a nice day. See you next time.